Oh, the humanity. I think we're live. Nene, say hello while I go and grab my charger. Are you there? Oh, wow. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, beautiful people. I'm going to grab my charger in a second. I was having a conversation with Nene, my sister, and we had planned to go live, but her internet is really, really glitchy. But we said, okay, we'll just keep trying. And we thought, okay, let's record, because it was an interesting conversation. And she was trying to show her stuff and all that kind of thing, but it wasn't working. So when I now saw that it was working for a bit, I said, okay, let's just go live and see what happens. So I'll just grab my charger, and if you'd like to hang with us, we shall see what we shall see. Okay. Nene.
Hello.
I'm grabbing my.
I'm still getting admitted that my internet connection is unstable. But
yeah, we're doing it.
So funny enough, I was actually trying to connect on my phone as well. I thought I hadn't downloaded Zoom, so I just did.
Okay, it looks like
so.
Okay, so
that's why there are two Nenes here.
You can mute.
So that, thank you, Mama.
Use the sound from the other one. There's a bit of a lag as well. Oh. Anyway, say good morning.
Yeah, let me. Good morning. Should I leave this meeting?
Don't leave it.
Good morning.
Okay. Anyway, if one goes, use the other one to join. So we were talking about your products, which are handmade stuff made with African fabrics, and then you were showing me some stuff, and then we arranged for Yinka to come and take some pictures this weekend so that we can, put it out there and let people see what you're making, because this camera quality is not very good. But anyway, quickly show us, before it starts misbehaving, quickly show us what the crossbody bag, and then after that we'll tell people the story of Handmaid again.
This is the crossbody bag. Small, cute, effective. You can take your phone. What is it?
Cute.
Yeah, it is. It is cute. So small, cute, effective. Can take your phone. Adjustable strap, so you can actually go around as a crossbody bag, or it can even be used as a fanny pack. If you make it small enough, it just hangs over your belly. So
okay, can you try it on?
Okay, yes, let me put it on.
Show us what it looks like.
Okay. So this is it.
Okay. So it's kind of secure. Okay, don't move too fast so that Zoom can keep up with you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of secure, because I mean, if you're in the market, and right there in front of you, nobody's going to try and stick their hand into it or anything. And then also when you go for a walk or a run or something, you can just put your phone in there, put your wallet or whatever.
Yes.
So
it has the compartment. This is the biggest compartment. You can take your phone, you can take your wallet.
Okay. So you're taking orders for this for.
Then you have this for smaller items. You can take your pen, you can take your small notebook, and then the smaller pouch in front for your keys. So it's great for work.
So your keys, your pen, your lipstick, your phone, that kind of thing. Okay, thank you.
Then I have the size that is slide notebook. So do I tell the prices now, or?
Yeah, you tell us the prices while we can still hear you. even though the screen is frozen and we are still looking at your.
Oh, later.
Okay, there you are.
Frozen.
Okay, now it's better.
Sorry, it went off for a bit.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Okay.
So carry on with Jaron.
Oh, great. Frozen again.
Okay, it's better now.
Okay, are you back? Awesome.
We're back. We're back.
Awesome. Okay, so we're taking orders for that size. We're taking an order for the other size. So we also have.
Okay, so that's a laptop bag, which she was about to tell you. The other size comes in the crossbody comes in a small size, which she showed you, and then a slightly bigger size, which would take like a notebook as well as the rest of the other stuff that we talked about. So medium, it's almost like like half the size of a backpack. You know, you can wear it on your front or your back or even on your midriff, you know, as a fanny bag. She does have fanny packs as well, you know, and then of course laptop bags. So, but the reason why I even wanted to come on the come online and have this conversation with her was because she was telling us the story of or she was telling me the story rather of how she got started. Now, Nene is my baby sister. Well, I call her my baby sister because she is there's about 9-10 years difference between myself and her, and so you know how it is when how you look at your baby sister. So when I started making notebooks, because I make notebooks, or I used to make notebooks right in the 1990s, whatever. She was reminding me of how she started as being like my little helper, you know, when I was making the books. I used to make books I made books out of African fabrics, and she actually reminded me of where I got the idea from and how I went on an excursion. And we went to a printing press during my NYSC. That's just to show you how long ago it was. It's like 25 years ago, 26 years ago. I went for my NYSC and I saw, and you know, on that excursion, went to a printing press and I saw how they were making books, you know, and I got interested in making books and then got the idea that I would like to make books covered with fabric, you know, and it just started from there. This was in Nigeria. And of course, it's not like today where you can just go and to Google and say, how do I make a book? Or how do I cover a book with fabric? You know, you had to, I remember back then I would have to go to the markets and I would have to explain to the people what I want. And sometimes I will not even know the name of the thing I'm asking for. You know, I'll just try and explain as best as I can. This is what I think is. I don't know what it's called, but this is what I want, and you know, that kind of thing. And I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something, you know, which some of you may believe, some of you may not believe. The Holy Spirit is a teacher. He will teach you anything that you want to learn. He will teach you anything that you want to learn, you know. So that is what's happened. Step by step, I found out the kind of glue to use. I found out the kind of cardboard to use. The first ones were horrible. And then, you know, when I make a mistake, I'll find out how to do it the right way and all that. And I'll tell you something before Nene comes back online. When I came to, you know, I got very good at it. And, you know, I was selling, I sold at fairs and that kind of thing. You know, but when I came to the UK in 2004, and I said, oh, I would like to start, you know, still be making fabric covered notebooks and all that kind of thing. I said, oh, I'm now in London. Let me go to where they teach people how to do bookbinding, you know, because I now found out that that's what I was doing was called bookbinding. You know, let me go to, you know, they have university courses, they have people who teach one-on-one, blah, blah, blah. to do bookbinding. When I went to do this bookbinding on the bookbinding course, everything that the Holy Spirit had taught me, everything was what they were trying to teach me. It was just, I mean, it was mind-boggling. It was mind-blowing, so that is just, that's just like a little, tip that you can put in your pocket or put under your armpit, as we say, just if you need to learn something, I mean, the Bible says, if any man lacks wisdom, let him ask God, the Holy Spirit knows all these things. God knows all these things. And you're like, God, just teach me. How do I do this? How do I do this? And think. Sometimes somebody comes along that teaches you that thing that you need to move from that step where you're stuck to the next step. Then you keep going. Then you read a book that teaches you that question that you've been asking, and it takes you, from the next step. Even Nene. So Nene learned from me. Her name is Nene, my sister. She learned from me. She still does it. She's a banker, but she does this, as her passion project. She still uses the name that I named my company when I was in Nigeria, called Handmaid in Africa. And the Handmaid is MAID. So Nene was saying the same thing, that when I started with books, but she now went on to do boxes. And she said when she was learning, how she even learned the boxes was that somebody came to the house where we lived and spent a couple of nights there. And in that time, till now, she has not seen the lady. She's not seen the lady again since then. It was like a random person came to spend a couple of nights in our family house. And in that time, the lady taught her how to make origami boxes. So it was from those learning to make those origami boxes and just thinking, oh, can we, maybe I can use fabrics to, cover the boxes as I'm making them and see what it turns out like. That she now makes tissue boxes. She makes, what do they call it? Oh my goodness, cup pen holders. She makes all kinds of things with, covering them with fabrics and by hand, So this was the conversation that I was hoping that we would have if the Zoom plus internet plus Nigeria services would allow us. Are you back? Are you back?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so tell me if the link of this.
I'm back on video. I'm going to put on the video. I'm on my phone.
Okay, so let's.
Yeah.
So tell the story of how Handmaid in Africa started. Start from the beginning.
Okay. So I think it would be nice to sound like a language and say Handmaid started as a family business. Handmaid actually started
As a family business. Okay, so if anybody knows, I'm going to check the thing. If anybody knows a way, because I'm going to make this.
I'm back again.
Okay, carry on.
Or maybe I should put the video off.
Whichever work better. Yeah, put it off.
Let me try.
No, leave your video on. Leave your video on.
Okay. All right, it's on.
Okay, it's on, but I can't see you.
All right, so can you see me? It actually looks quite dull here.
No. I'm sure your video is not off. Let me see.
No, it's not off, but the video quality might not be so great. But if I can see it properly.
Okay, you see nothing. Okay, and it's gone again. Okay. Okay, let's Yeah, so this is how it has been. Oh, there you are. Okay, I can see you.
Yeah, this is how it has been.
Yeah.
Okay, so how Handmaid started. So started in, I think it started somewhere towards the back of the house. That was our workshop.
Oh my goodness.
My sister was doing her youth service. I hope you can still hear me,
Yes,
but it's frozen on my side.
yes, we can.
You can? Awesome. Okay, so my sister Emma was doing her NYSC teaching in the school, and I think she mentioned that the school went on an excursion, probably to one of the printing presses. I'm not sure whether it was Onward, but they went to a printing press, and she saw how books were being made, and she came up with the idea of making books usually with any interesting fabric on. The first thing I asked me is, yeah, let me have part of this your skirt and make a book. Let me have part of this your trouser and make a book. So we started with books. The first love has always been books. Over time, we made different things. We made key holders, we made pencil cases, and we're back again.
Hmm.
I there.
Yes. So we made.
So we made pencil cases. We made these cylindrical pencil cases. And I don't really remember us having a sewing machine at the time, but we made them. We cut them out,
I found a picture.
then go
Let
to,
me share the picture. Carry on.
okay. So cut out the fabric, cut out the wadding, you know, then just take it to someone and tell them, oh yeah, sew like this, sew zigzag, sew curves. And then
Yeah. So I think it's more like an approach to work. That approach to work, you know, you just go into the market. It's usually in the market. You're going into the
exactly,
section of,
exactly.
yeah, I want
Usually in the market.
this done, I want this done like this, or can you cut this out like for me? You already see what you want. You're trying to make, and then you just get somebody to make part of it, or make the components, or make the skeleton. Like even this picture that I'm looking at now, I remember the lamp shades. We actually had
Yeah.
the frame of the lamp shade well. So I would go to I went to a welder and I was like, I want you to weld a round circle and then a bigger circle, and I want you to join oh God. So we would go and buy the wire from those people that sell to construction companies. People that are building houses will buy the thin one, then we will take it to the welder. I will say, cut it to this size, make it to be this circle, and all that kind of thing. And then we'll still come back and we'll try and look for a fabric that's going to explode. That we can, something that we can add to the fabrics and then cover the thing. And it was just, it was really doing the thing by hand. So I mean, I can't remember when this was, like, I don't know, 2000 what, or 1990 what, you know. But I think by then Yinka and Tunde were born. So that's probably, yeah, late 90s. So carry on anyway. Nene. So we started with the books and, covering them with fabrics. And then we started discovering all kinds of different fabrics that we liked. It started with my mother bringing out all her hair ties and, giving me, hair ties of all her Ankara outfits, and like, oh, can you use this? And we will take them and we would use them, make them into fabric. And it also started with wonderful people like Mrs. Epiken, who had a shop, and people who had shops. They were like, okay, bring 2, 3 notebooks, we'll put in our shop. that kind of thing. So it all started started small, and started somewhere, but Nene picked it
Yeah.
up and then went and she's perfected the boxes part. And then of course, like you were saying just now, that you always get new ideas, so she start a lot of people know her for the books, a lot of people know her for the tissue boxes that are covered with African fabrics, but now she's doing these medicals, and they're really already people are really already interested in them, so I think come on to she's part of the Yellow Pepper Club. So come on to the Yellow Pepper Club. Let's do the interview so that you can show the thing and tell people where to get in touch with you to take orders. I'll look for your WhatsApp link. I'll put it inside the description as well for people if anybody is interested in seeing more. And hopefully next few days we'll get some pictures as well, so that we can, get that out there. So yeah, you guys are seeing everything behind the scenes. We're doing it as we are doing it, and it. Yeah. Okay, so Nene, carry on.
Okay. All right. So I think I'll just maybe a few highlights. I think then when I got to university, I'd been making books for. I think I started when I was doing my SS halls. That's secondary high school. Yeah. So that's when I was working and making books. And we're making books together, making pencil cups together. Pencil cups that last for years and years and years. I have some pencil cups that are like 10 years old, 15 years old, almost indestructible. And I think we started with books, started with the picture frames. We did picture frames together. We did picture frames together, double picture frames, single picture frames for any size of picture, no matter how big you want to do it, we're ready for you. Then we did the key holders.
Yes.
I think if I started with key holders, came I came at some really tiny sticky notes, post-it notes. Those are actually what I used to make my own key holders.
Yeah, I like those ones.
Over the last couple of years, I think the main thing I focus on were the boxes. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Do you have any of the tissue boxes to show us? The thing is frozen. Anything of the tissue boxes?
Okay. Okay, so I have some of the tissue boxes. Okay, so this is one
I'll share some pictures.
tissue box.
I'll share some pictures.
Send me pictures. And we'll do pictures. So this is actually a tissue box. So we did tissue boxes, we did gift boxes, we do tissue boxes, we do gift boxes, we do picture frames. I spoke about the laptop sleeve covers, which are great for your laptops and even for your smaller devices, your iPads and all that. Then we spoke about the crossbody bag. We also have fanny packs, which are, really can take a lot of things. It also has like 3 or 4 compartments. Can take a chunky notebook, you can take a novel, so it's great for hiking or just going on a picnic, somewhere where you can actually, go just lounge. Then we have packs, which also double as laptop bags. Backpacks because they are also good as school bags.
You said you have what packs?
Backpacks.
Oh, backpacks. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
It can also be laptop bags.
Yes.
Oh.
Thank you, baby. So they also double as laptop bags. So we have for kids, we have sizes, smaller sizes for children, which are great for 3, 4, 5-year-old, 6-year-old. Then we have those for the laptop bags and school bags, really, which are great for our young adults. The bags are durable. The bags actually do last. We accentuate them with the Ankara fabric. I just did one, really the first one I'd done. Let me not the first of its kind, but the first of its kind for me. I did it with Ashley. So it was a back, and in fact, as we speak, it's on its way to its recipient in the UK. So we do international delivery. So we, when you place your orders, we actually work on getting it to maybe towards the anytime between, let's say, 28th of December, 27th, 28th of December into the second week of January. We likely delivered.
Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, I've shared your WhatsApp. I've shared your WhatsApp link.
So I think
I've shared your WhatsApp link on the Facebook thing. I would really like us to continue this conversation. We'll probably do it as a podcast or an audio recording of some sort of when we get a better service. But I just thought it would be worth our while to just come out and just
covered
show our face.
everything. I'm going to
So are you using your phone?
Yes, I'm using my phone right now. My laptop didn't connect again.
Okay, so what about if you take the phone and take one of your tissue boxes and go outside so that we can see it? Can you move? Or are you stuck to are you rooted to the spot?
No, I can do that. Okay. Let me do that.
Yeah. I think everybody
The great outdoors. Nothing like natural light. So tiny. Okay, let me see if I can make this bigger. Oh great. So really, this is the tissue box bottom, and this is the top. So the tissue box. Okay, good. So the tissue box actually is like a box and a cover. So it's the same concept as a gift box. Can you hear me?
It's frozen again. No, your front door. Whether it's better there because we could see you for a bit when you came out. Nice.
Can you see me? Can you see the box?
No.
Can you see us moving?
No.
Hello?
No, we can't see you. Can't see you.
Okay. Okay, you can't see me because it's frozen or because it's dark?
No, because it's frozen. It was nice and bright and beautiful when you first stepped out and said, "Oh, the place outdoors." Okay, now I see you.
Okay. So this is, yes, that's me. So can you see the tissue box?
Yeah, just the corner. And it's frozen
Yes,
again.
okay, so this is the tissue box. So this is actually the side. So that's the top and this is the bottom. So basically it's like a regular gift box in that you open the cover. Open the cover, you drop your tissue box in it and then just cover it back and just maybe pull out the first one. And of course, like all tissues, once you pull out the first one, it's good to go from there. So I hope you can see it. This is some lovely direct fabric I got from my tailor. Hope you can see the orange and the brown.
Yeah, I love the.
Sorry. Okay. You can see my domot at the same time. Going back in.
Okay. pictures are coming in. Everything comes clear to the pictures.
What do you say?
To the
Sorry, so noisy here. A minute. Better. Yes, what did you say?
I was just saying that we'll put up the pictures once they're done. We didn't see much. We're just going to see.
I'll do that. They will do pictures. This was the keyboard I showed earlier. That we saw it with your tiny post-it notes. Which can be stuck onto anything. So great for keeping notes, great for taking phone numbers and all that. What do you say?
I say it's a good stocking filler. That the key holders. It's a good stocking filler.
Oh, I didn't hear the key holders.
It's a good
very loud.
Christmas stocking.
Okay, hold on. Much better. Yes, Emma, you were saying?
It's not. It's not okay. No, it's better. Okay, sort of better. Yeah. I'll say the key that stocking fillers. So as soon as possible, we'll have pictures of the key holders, pictures of the tissue boxes, pictures of the crossbody bags, the laptop bags, and everything are all out there for you to see what we've been talking about. And then I've also put Nene's link as well, where you can contact her to make an order, but of course you probably want to see the pictures first, which we'll be putting up shortly. But yeah, so what will you say to somebody who is trying to, who just, is trying to get started? I remember you were saying something about making use of the artisans around you.
Okay, so when we started, we didn't have machines, we didn't have sewing machine, we didn't have, I think the most that we had was a table, the cutting knife. We didn't even have what we call like a self-healing or a cutting board. We didn't really have all that. So yes, I actually agree that I made it. We actually made use of the artisans. We still do. I still do. I was telling the guard that the security man in the house opposite me is a tailor. And of course, being a tailor means that he sews straight lines with a sewing machine, not much more than that. But I cut out designs for him. In fact, he made a little frilly apron for my daughter. And all I did, I just cut out the design and gave it to him. So I make use of the artisans around. I would say to anyone trying to start off.
Use what you have. I think that's the long and short of what we just did.
Okay, so I would say Sorry, we went up a bit. Use everyone. Use anyone. Use your house help. Use your servants. Use your children. My daughter helped me gum. Not be a perfect job, but use everybody. Employ everyone. That's actually how I started.
Get the help. We are not trying to say you go and go be used, but get the help wherever you have it. Wherever you can find it, get help. And use the tools that you have at hand. Instead of use what you start where you are. Use what you have, as they say. Start where you are. Use
wherever you have it. Yes.
There's always where to start. Always, where to start from. And honestly, I started and Nene started from absolutely nothing, just some, rags. We couldn't afford fabrics, you know. I remember I used to go to the place where they said these bend down people that sell, they could, it's called bend down. Anyway, these people who sell scraps, fabric scraps. So they're like usually curtains and bed sheets and some kind of thing, and they put them on the floor, and you go there and I'll go there and I'll buy 1 yard, or I'll go to the people that sell fabrics, and the ones that sell, they come in 6 yards. You can buy, I think it's 1.5 yards or 2.5 yards. I didn't know. Nobody told me that there was even anything like that. You could buy the thing, they used to call it a follow or a forlong or something like that, which women would buy to just have a wrapper to tie. So I will buy that or I'll buy 1 yard, or buy half a yard, and then just start from there. So yeah, you just start where you are, start with what you have, and one other thing I'll say is I think I was very stubborn. So just be very, I don't know, focused, very focused, very kind of like one track minded, because some of the things that you do would be things that nobody has heard of, or they've not done it before. They say, oh, we don't do this in our family. Oh, we don't do this in our business. Or, this is not the way people do. But you have this idea and you want to, that it will work in your, you just know it will work. So I would say just be, that's kind of like one track minded about the things that you're doing, and that's what I was doing, and it's really where my business journey started from. Every time I think of my business journey, I know we're talking about Nene, but she reminded me of that little room where we were making notebooks, and that's where she got her start. Every time I think of my business journey, that's the picture that comes to my mind. Myself standing there in my jellab, my long house nightie, with my son on my back, and he's now 26. Oh, how old is he today? 25. With my son on my back, making notebooks. That's what I remember. And saying that mantra that Nene was about to tell us, where I would say this mantra every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. So she picked it up as well, as she's making the things. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better, So that is the story that we were trying to tell you guys. Let me just say you guys. Trying to tell you the story that we were trying to tell you, how to make something out of nothing. But at the same time, telling the next story and showing her latest creation, which is the crossbody bags and the stuff. But you can contact her. She can send you pictures of what she has and what she has to offer for this Christmas season. And her things are very reasonably priced. I think the crossbody bag is like 3,500 naira, which is like, I don't know, less than 10 pounds, I guess. Less than £5-ish, £6, that kind of thing for just the bag. But yeah, and there's even lower prices for bulk purchases if you're buying several. So I think I'm going to end the call now. I think we have suffered enough. And for those of you that have persevered with us, I appreciate you so much. And I just pray that you are able to get something out of this. We're trying to just encourage you to go after your dreams, even when you're starting very small, but just because you're starting small doesn't mean that it's not going somewhere, but start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. That's another of my mantra. Start where you are. I share it on Instagram all the time. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. We don't have everything at all times, and that's okay. That's okay, because we can still make something happen, even with the little that we have. So I'm going to stop for now. Greetings from Nene. We will be posting her stuff. Yinka will be taking some pictures as well over the weekend. So we'll probably get some professional looking, better looking pictures so that you can actually feast your eyes and hopefully get something for Christmas. Have a wonderful day. Lots to do. Need to go. Bye.